How's it going, everybody? Happy Wednesday night, Thursday morning. I have an exciting stream. First, we got these slabs to show off, and then we have a new Topps booster box to open up. So I can see why the order had no 10s in it. I really only sent them vintage product, and it all happened to not grade 10. So let's go through it. You guys are the first ones here, so you're gonna get to see the cool cards, huh? That's a lot of slabs. There's actually quite a lot more. I'm not gonna show them all off tonight. There's no point. Look at that. So that's the Merlin Series 2 cards that we just took off the menu. Now this one graded 9. Here is Krabby Prism. I remember this now. Back at the old house, I was just opening up about half a box of these Series 2 cards, and I said, all right, I got to send some of these off. That's because, you know, it's my job to know how tough PSA grades cards. And so, you know, to make sure that our grades are similar in their toughness. Look at that. Ooh, beautiful. Slowpoke. So these are Merlin Series 2 cards, many of them grading 9, but not 10. Graveler. Here's a nice one. Venusaur. Cool, man. That one graded 8, though. All right, now check this out. Merlin Series... Whoa, Mr. I have a TCC ball. Wow, has it really been that long, James? Jesus. Man, that's a long time. Merlin Series 2 Charizard. Let's take a look why he got the 8. I mean, he's clearly off center. Yeah, so he's probably getting it for the off-centeredness. What's interesting is I have both an 8 and a 9 here. Yeah, the 9's better centered. You can actually see it. All right, so this is a 9. And I just took these stickers off of the menu. Well, let's go look up how much a PSA 9 Merlin Charizard costs. The first one you run into is this one. $900. Wow. That's real expensive. Bro, this is not the 2-year-old return. Yeah, it's not, because that one's still on hold. If I log in, it says hold on it. And I just sent them another nasty email saying I want the cards back, and I want them now. That's what I told them. It's my cards too. Whenever it comes back, I get to sell them. So I can't sell my cards because they've just got them. It's not a cash problem. I have plenty of cash. It's not like I didn't pay them or anything like that. They're just mad because I said I wanted the full price on that Yu-Gi-Oh card that they ruined. They ruined a PSA 10 Yu-Gi-Oh card, and I got into an argument with the lady who told me, no, you have to accept $50 on it. And I said, well, when I write the declared value and then you ruin a card, you look up the market value, and if the market value is less than the declared value, you won't give me my full declared value. But then when you ruin my card and it's under the declared value, you won't match the market. So the declared value system is just a way for them to avoid paying for a damaged card, in my opinion. And that's what I told her. And, you know, I said it in very nice words, you know, like, come on, you know, it's not a lot of money. I bought a lot of cards with you guys. Can't you cover it? And then she just went cold. She stopped answering my emails. And then I spoke to a guy 2 months ago, and he said I'm in some sort of queue to speak to their customer relations team. And I just sent another email yesterday to try and get that PSA return back. Absolutely bad experience. You know, I'm a YouTuber. I'm here telling you guys what it's like to deal with PSA, and my grade for PSA is very low. PSA is terrible to deal with. They are not fast. They're extremely slow, and then they just don't care. Like, I think I've given them tens of thousands of dollars of business, and they got one $200 card that they mushed, and they can't cover. They can't fix that for me or replace it. That's just awful. It's an awful experience. I'm very disappointed. It's not like a $2,000 card. You know what I mean? It's a simple $200 card. That's not a lot of money, and they'll fight me tooth and nail not to give me the $200 on the card that they ruined. So my opinion of PSA is falling like a rock. Really disappointed with that experience. Ban PSA. Now, PSA is a big company. You know, the decision of one group does not reflect the whole company. I get that. I think that their higher ups should be smarter with their policies. I think they should especially be smarter with their loud-mouthed YouTubers. It's like, we're your advertisers, basically. Give us something nice to say about you. And they do not give you anything nice to say about PSA. So, you know, go grade your cards at CGC, SGC, and BGS. Don't bother with PSA. Here's Chansey. I'm saying that in the middle of a PSA return, but I sent this out to them like 2 or 3 months ago. It just came back. I have not sent a lot of cards to PSA since then. I've been grading with BGS and CGC since then because I'm so disappointed with how they're handling this. And I guess they would have lost $200 fixing a card that they ruined had they actually just, you know, given me the market value on it. They'd have lost $200. Instead, they're losing thousands of dollars of business with me, and I'm bad-mouthing them. And I'm bad-mouthing them on my YouTube. So I don't think it was worth it for them to be so stingy as a company. I don't care what your policy is. Like, your policy should be make as much money as possible, and this is not the way to make money. Ash and Others. Wow, that's a really cool one. I like that one. So I think their policy is just stupid, and honestly, I think declared value should just go away. Why even have declared value? If it's insurance, call it insurance. Why do they call it declared value? Call it insurance. And then you should be allowed to insure it for as much as you want to insure it for. So if I take an energy card and insure it for $100 and they ruin it, give me $100. But they don't do that. They look at the market price and say, well, your energy card's worth $1, so we'll give you $1. That's what they actually do. But then if you send out a Charizard and he's worth 200 and you claimed he was 100 because you didn't know you're going to wait 2 years to get the card back, they don't give you 200. They say, well, you only declared 100. Yeah, but the market's 200 on it. Yeah, but we don't do that. We don't match market. Well, you sure do when you don't want to pay out the max declared value on a card where the max declared value is higher than the market. You guys don't do that, huh? So yeah, I'm extremely disappointed. Again, they're a large company. I feel like this is an issue that every YouTuber is going to respond the same way. They're going to get the same bad press. And here's the crazy thing. I think PSA has legitimate competition now. This is an SGC slab right in front of you. And a lot of people have been resistant to SGC, but their grading is accurate. This is a 10. So you got a 10 SGC in front of you. BGS has always been around, but it hasn't really had the same level of desirability as PSA. But you know why that is? It's because PSA grades easier. So it's kind of a sad reason why BGS was rejected. But then you have CGC, and that company's doing real good too. That slab looks clean though. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a nice slab. So here we are. We got a bunch of stickers. Yeah, I just think that there's a lot of competitors for PSA now. People weren't talking about SGC in the past, and they are now. And CGC is a newcomer, and they're doing all right. And BGS was always taking a little bit of market from PSA. Well, more people are going to learn how to do BGS over time, and so it's going to be an option for people. So people are just going to get fed up with the way they're getting treated. They should be treated better. I'm going to hold on to the 9 because that's the only thing I have. I don't have anything better than a 9. So that one's going into my personal collection for now. In my opinion, CGC has the bummest labels. I'm fine with the labels. I'm tired of judging companies for their labels. I really am. I think it's childish. I think that you're overlooking the fact that you're not buying the label. You're buying this. You're buying the card. So the card is what you're buying. You're not buying this label. The idea here is this graded 10, so I can send it to any company I want. So at any time, I can swap the labels out. But what's most important is whether this card in here is actually a 10. If this is reliably a 10, that's what matters. Who cares about the way the label looks? It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? You're stuck on the least valuable aspect of grading. This is not valuable. This is a piece of paper that has 0 value. The slab is a cheap piece of plastic that has 0 value. What has value is that this is authentic and it's actually a 10. That's the real value here. Woohoo, you're live, only if YouTube told me. All right, let's take a quick look at this real fast. Doesn't matter as much as the card, of course, but looks do still matter. Here's Mewtwo. I would agree, but I look for a card graded by any company because buying cards is a competition, and I get some of my best deals when they're not graded by PSA. And I know I can always cross-grade them to PSA as long as they're graded properly. Ooh. Here's Clefairy. Smack. I take that into account when I shop. Well, what I can tell you about PSA slabs is you pay the most for them. That's not what you're supposed to be looking for. Here's Snorlax. I make some of my best deals with SGC. And it's the same card as a PSA card. Makes no difference. The holder doesn't make a difference. Beautiful, man. So these are some more of these holographic Carddass cards. Did any of them grade 9? Oh no, they did grade 9. A couple did, but I've already saved them. I collect Carddass 9. So those are going in my collection. And these will be exclusively for the live customs, these hollows. There'll always be a hollow in the live customs. All right, and then we got some of these guys over here. So these are the non-hollow Carddass cards, and I think these have plenty of value too. I think these are amazing, actually. I love that they're all using attacks. Like, look, this is like Supersonic, Sing, Drill Attack. I don't know what that one would be, Howlin' or something. Maybe like some sort of defense up move or attack up move. Needle Attack, I don't remember the name. Some sort of water attack. So it's cool, all these Pokemon are actually in some sort of attack stance. Ditto. We saw one of those earlier. Look at this coughing, dude. I love it. I love the little teardrop by his face. He's still smiling. He's got teardrop and he's using explosion. He's like, well, here I go to die. Actually, this is kind of cool right here. What do we got? Check this out. So there's that guy. Didn't we have a Nidoran somewhere? Look, here's this guy. Got the Nidorino twice. Oh, no, it's the wrong Nidoran. That's the Nidoqueen version. All right, so that's what we got here. I got a lot more of these to show off, but I don't have room for them on the table, so I left them in the other room. So got lots and lots of slabs. I got these big boxes under my table, and they are just loaded up with slabs. Loaded pretty well. I've got a CC return coming in as well with some interesting grades in there.